throwing the ball to him, to Tia. He wasn't like putting his off speed, as hard as he could. The goal is to give her a chance to see the ball so she can hit it. So to throw it so it was easy for her to connect with it. So let's say if I was throwing a ball to her, I would throw it to her so she could catch it, right? So I would put something on her where she could catch it. When she was real little, I probably would throw an underhand. Because I want, so you take those two hands and go like this. But I'm not going to like, here, catch the ball. They ain't going to be able to catch it. Well, communication is the same thing. Do you want to be heard, understood, and you want the information absorbed, or you just want to be right? So you may have to adjust how you deliver it so it's absorbed. And then, so that's assertiveness. And then active listening is really taking the time out to listen. Like I said, I wasn't listening to the professor. Taking the time out to listen because people are communicating to get something to you, not for you to wait for them to finish so you can just say what you got to say. People are trying to get information to you for a reason. So what we tell the couples is this. Assertiveness is always communicate what you're thinking. So you're sharing the effect. So let's say hope I say something, little Newark, New Jersey comes out and it has a little edge on it. But I'm not on the outside listening. As far as I'm concerned, I'm talking like I normally talk, but it hits you a certain way. I have no idea, and you don't say nothing. So you assume that I intended to hurt you. So you leave out of here offended. Can't believe he talked to me like that because he don't care nothing about me. I have no clue. I see you the next time, hey, Hope, how you doing? Oh, now you're going to come at me like pretend nothing happened. I still don't know what's going on. Then I ask you to do something. Oh, now you want me to do something for you? Now you going through all this, I had no clue. You assumed an intent. And okay, so then now you get boiled up. So it's building up. So now you firing out. I can't believe you're going to come at me. You don't care about nobody. Well, okay, now, when I respond, I'm going to defend myself. Because that's not my intent. I can defend my intent all day. We've seen this, anybody that's couples. We defend the intent. And somebody tells us the wrong intent, it's going to be a long conversation today. Because that's not what I was trying to say. Well, that's not what I meant. Well, that's what you said. Okay, but a person can't defend effect. Effect is different. This affected me this way. Not, I believe you intended this, I'm already mad, and this is my conclusion of why you did what you did. Well, immediately that person's going to be defensive. So same thing in leadership. If we say something, listen, both of us are kind of straight up. So we just be saying stuff, we ain't like cold, but we're going to, we'll call it like it is. But our intent is we believe in you, we love you, we want the best for you. Not to just pacify you. So sometimes you got to just talk to us. Well, not sometimes, all the time. So if something hits you some kind of way, to go away. So if something hit me a certain way, I see you in the hallway and I go, Amy, I can't believe Pastor Mel tripping like that. She gonna come at me like, I ain't said nothing to her. She going, why would she even come like that? Not one word came to her, but I said it to you. Well, I've already come to a conclusion. I ain't said, okay, Pastor Mel, when you said that, now it affected me this way. What was your intent? And then she goes, the way it affected you. That was my intent. Okay, then I can go to Amy and go, did you hear what she just said? See, that makes more sense. But to go away, share with Amy, Amy shares it with Trina, Trina shares it with Mike, Mike shares it with Devin, Devin shares it with Ernest, Ernest shares it with Ty. Then we run into each other again, and I go, you know what? I was just talking to Pastor Mal. The whole time, I took that the whole wrong way. It's just one problem. It's already spread. Because I'm not thinking of all the people I talk. Well, I don't even know Amy talked to all those people. Well, she didn't. She only talked to one person. Who talked to a person, who talked to a person, who talked to a person. So now there's like 15 people going, Pastor Mal, I don't know what she's on. Roll, treat Pastor Keith like that. You know what I'm saying? But me and Pastor Mal, cool. We done cleared it all up. See, that's why it's better to talk it out. instead of assuming intent. Because people don't, people mean well. At least I know we do. Active listening, making things catchable. I already shared that already. Can you communicate effectively under pressure? When we have conferences and we have, especially conferences or major events, you got to be really prayed up because there's more pressure. You have more of an audience. There's things, you want to serve people well. You want to put your best foot forward. I mean, you're like that. You have a cookout at the house. You ain't going, hey, why clean up the house? It's only a cookout. Hey, get them. Hey, they can get beans up in here. Beans and just grab some salad. They'll be fine. No, you want the best food. You giving them you got the house looking good. Everything's adorned. I know we go to Amy's house. They got the stuff wrapped up in aluminum foil, like separate. You got your own separate personal aluminum foil wrapped up stuff. Like the hot dogs ain't touching the other hot dog. It's kind of like no. I got my own house, right? So why does she do that? One, she cares about her audience. And two, she's representing God in everything she does. Why did God tell Solomon to paint the temple in gold? Gold, not I'm talking about gold paint. It was gold. Why? Why does God have such attention to detail when they did the tabernacle? Purple, scarlet, all types of stuff. Why is everything such a detail? So we do the same things. We're excellent for a reason. I think that's on here too. But we're excellent for a reason. So a lot of times it creates pressure. And so you still have to communicate effectively under pressure, especially to be a leader. And so, I know we had major conferences in the last church I was at, but that was my job to de-escalate pressure. Crisis intervention with youth helps a little bit, but that was my whole thing. Because folks would be like, what? He gonna ask me to do something? Whoa, it's okay. Pay him no mind, because we need to get this done. He gonna come at me like, who does he think he? And everybody would be hot. And I used to come on and tell my wife, I said, man, it's a conference. I said, these people is off the hook. I said, hey, if they thought something ill will about a person, it's coming out. They don't like me, or who they think they are. Oh, so you think you close to the pastor now? All that stuff will come out and be like, it's just a conference. We're going to be okay. We're just trying to serve the kingdom. It's nothing personal. So that's important as a leader. This is the key. If you expect to be understood, which most of us in this room, we want to be understood, especially when we've been misunderstood, then you have to seek to understand. See, the thing is, I want to be understood, but are you seeking to understand? So if you do something off and say something crazy, you want somebody to go, you didn't mean that. Right? You want them to look, okay, I know what you said, but knowing you, Amy, you was thinking something totally different. Okay, but do you do that? Do you offer what you desire? Right? Do you go, I know how this hit me, but knowing earnest, that's not what he meant. Do you roll like that? Because you want that. But it's weird how you desire something that you're not willing to give. All right? And then, do you assume intent or discover a heart? Do you assume intent or discover a heart? Some of the stuff we was talking about in God Talk yesterday. And do you live to validate your failures and inadequacies by looking for, amplifying, and sometimes conjuring up mishaps in others? So this is what happens. Some people are adequate in certain areas and they're missing it in certain areas. So instead of going, ooh, I thought I was a little better at that. I need to learn some stuff. Could you help me? What they'll do is go, yeah, but you did this, Hope. Yeah, okay. Man, they almost saw what I did. But you did, yeah, but, first of all, this is stupid anyway. That's what we did when we were kids. Finding something wrong with something to cover up our inadequacies. Because you see kids do it all the time. You're trying to, especially when you're training them sports and you show them, and when they can't do something, they go, well, this is dumb. This don't even make sense. First of all, if I had a better coach, okay, wait a minute, what does that have to do with you to miss the last 6 shots in a row? What does that have to do with it? You weren't talking about the better coach before you missed those shots. How did that just happen to come up when you perform inadequately? See, so that's a dangerous thing, and a lot of people operate in that. And really, what that is that's the Jezebel spirit. Jezebel is a female name, but it falls on male and female. Jezebel spirit tries to discredit so it doesn't have to submit. So if I point out a flaw, then I don't have to submit. So somebody's in authority, I go, yeah, but look, they can't even arrange the chairs right. Anything to make the person look weaker than they are, so now I don't have to submit to them. So now I can, but that's called sowing discord. Just thought I'd let y'all know. And then for us as pastors with leaders, when we make a request, we believe that you're capable of doing it. We believe in your potential. Basically, it's just that we believe in you. So we ask you, it's just that we believe in you. Now, you may not be ready for that right now. You may not. I'm not feeling that right now. The circumstances of your life may be a little bit overwhelming. But humble yourself to say that. So if you can't do it, or don't believe you can do it, humble yourself to say so. Don't tear us down or cover any feelings of impotence. That's the inability to perform. Watch what I say. What you trying to say? No, I'm not trying to say nothing because I ain't say no names to nobody. What I'm saying is when we don't have the ability to perform something, sometimes we have a temptation to tear down the person that's just trying to challenge you. And well, why would you tear somebody down because they believe you? Especially, something I was trying to teach my son for years. I would always put him in situations that was challenging for him, but I knew it was going to bring out what was in him. And that's what a leader does. A leader sees sometimes you better than you see yourself because of their vantage point. So they'll put you in situations to pull out something else in you to equip you for ultimately what you want. So you got to what you like part. See, my son had what he liked. My son loves shooting. And Lord, that boy can shoot. He can shoot the lights out. But if you can't bring the ball up the court, you ain't going to get a chance to shoot. Everything ain't going to be somebody dribbling for you, giving you the ball. If you don't know how to get open, if you don't know how to rebound, if you're scared to get in there to mix it up with the big man, like, you limited unless somebody give you free shots. You know what I'm saying? So it was hard, but I put him in challenging situations. I just take him out with me and the older, like the adults. I let them beat him senseless. I just beat him. Oh, that's right. I forgot. My wife's there. My bad. Well, too late now. A little bit too late now. But he's a beast. I'm sure he can get out on the court right now and do some things. He's a beast. So that's the thing. We just believe in you. And what I just said is, I can't do it. I don't believe I can do this right now. I'm going to need some help to get ready for this. How many of y'all think to do that first? Is that the first thing you think? Or is your first thought to come? And sometimes at the expense of somebody that care about you. So the thing is, you want to be trusted, so are you trustworthy? You want to be trusted, so are you trustworthy? You want to be given a pass. Or, you want people to give you a pass sometimes when it's a little mishap. I could have done that better. Are you giving any passes out? Or do you punish people the first infraction every time? Now, can't nobody do no wrong around you, but you want to be able to do wrong around others. Same measure you meet will be measured back to you. So you got to ask yourself, did they really play you? Or did they just not see it the way you saw it? Did you share the effect, or did you assume the intent? Are you a minister of reconciliation, or are you a sower of discord? Are you trying to be, or are you committed to be? It's a difference. Totally different. And you got to ask yourself, have you ever sustained a long-term commitment in your life? Or do you check out at the first sign of uncomfortable or misunderstanding? Have you ever sustained a long-term commitment in your life? You're missing out on some things.